stretched, and went to brush his teeth. Thanks for informing of that. When he got back into his room, he looked at the screen and there was an elite standing right in front of his character. James didn't quite remember the elite being there before, but he didn't think anything of it before he unpaused and started attacking the enemy. After a few seconds... Wait, I've lost my... Where the fuck am I? I scrolled and everything's gone to shit. Oh dear, I'm lost! Oh, it's like the desert all over again. Where is it? Alright, after a few seconds, James realized that the elite was not moving, and something looked different about this elite as opposed to the ones he had encountered earlier in the game. Stupid game freezes up so much! James muttered to himself as he turned off the TV. He left the Xbox on to save him the trouble of booting it next time he wanted to play. Lazy fucking asshole. With this done, he took off his shirt, slipped off his shorts, and climbed into bed. About a half hour later, James awoke to the TV turned on, and a massive hard-on poking its way through his boxes. He got off to turn off the...
What the hell is going on? I just, pop in. I had the Skype sound off, and I just hear massive raging. I'm just like, okay, you all seem to be interesting.
He's reading that story, Aaron.
James took off his pants shirt, and he went to bed, and he woke up with a boner. That's where we're at now. Jeez.
What
Whole fucking paragraph to get there. Second paragraph. You can read along if you wish, children.
Are we at the end of it, or what?
No.
It started.
I don't know, at the second paragraph, or we're like...
Dropped it. Then noticed that the elite wasn't there anymore. Oh well, he thought to himself. I guess the game unfroze itself in the past hour or so. After this, he walked to the bathroom to relieve himself and tried to get rid of the boner that kept him from sleeping. When he walked back to his room and climbed back into bed, only to find his cock standing straight up once again. His parents were gone for the weekend, so he figured, fuck, I'm lost again. He figured it wouldn't matter if he slept in the nude, so he stepped out of his boxes feeling great to be free. Before falling right asleep, James realized why the elite looked so different. It wasn't wearing any armor. Damn game didn't load the texture, he mumbled as he drifted to sleep.
I love how you make this noise into a
This is like a really shitty creepypasta or something.
It really is.
How did he not notice that the elite was fucking naked? Like,
I don't know.
He only realizes it when he goes to sleep. Oh, he didn't have any trousers. 10 minutes later, James woke once again with an erection, but his sheets were also wet around his crotch area. When he felt that crotch, it was also sticky. What the crap? I'm real all over the place. When he turned his back, he saw how much room in his sheet. What kind of dream was I having?
Salvin, I'm trying to drink water!
That sentence changed his speech.
You're so quiet now, what the hell?
As James said,
Crab Apple, you're super quiet, we can't hear you.
Really? Is my mic set to auto again? Come on.
You're probably gonna have to restart it a little bit.
What is this shit?
Alright.
Sing it again. Better?
Alright, start at 10 minutes later.
10 minutes. James woke up again with an erection, but... Wait, no, I already read this one. I already read this one!
Yeah, well,
We-
we couldn't really hear you.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you that well.
Really? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I mean...
For the
Okay.
most part.
I don't know, dude. My mic's at full. Something's going on. I blame terrorists.
Yeah, that...
Picking up this. Yeah, good.
Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, okay. Is that okay now?
Yeah, it should be fine.
10 minutes later, once again with an erection, but his sheets were also wet around the crotch area. When James felt the wet spot, it was also sticky. The crap! Why am I leaking brick roads? When he turned his...
And there he goes again.
Yep,
Yeah.
there he went.
His voice is... His voice
Whenever
died.
you do that voice, it goes down.
Oh, it must have auto or something. Give me a...
Yeah, turn auto off.
Hey, Brian, what's your crap?
I love how the narrator's all pretty.
Oh, no level 1, sorry about that.
Alright.
What's your crap?
Alright, continue.
Why is it set to auto now when I turned auto off?
Was it you?
Low cut. No. WAV? Oh, fucking WAV. That's my quality. Alright. Okay. How did the three of fucking spawn?
Nice.
He thought to himself as he glanced up. Like,
And he's still gone.
what?
You're still, like, out there.
Yeah, man, quiet.
He's trying to whisper a story into a small child's ear.
I can imagine this telling this to your child. Mommy, what's going on? Nothing, sweetie. No, tell him that after he got done playing Halo.
It's like, so I hear you like Halo.
What's he
Your
saying?
story. This is based on a true event.
I shouldn't
Shut the hell up, Brad. I'm trying to drink tea.
You were that boy, James.
Alright, let's try to continue.
Right as he finished that sentence, James went speechless as he saw the unarmored elite standing right at the foot of his bed. As James looked the elite over, the first thing he took notice of was a 12-inch penis dripping to a puddle on James's bedroom floor. James's eyes went from that to the elite's face, then to his own cock, still rigid and wet with prey. It took a few moments for James to process it, but he realized that he was dreaming about the elite, and that his dream had come true. He wanted the elite inside of him, and now he was James to accept him.
Ew.
This is so fucking terrible. Like, see the fucking alien from a video game in his room, and it's not like, what are you doing here?
He's just like, fuck me.
Why? It's like that.
It doesn't make any fucking sense to begin with. Let's get his pre all over him.
Getting you fucking dead. The elite slowly sat down on the bed, and the comforter out of the way. The fuck is a comforter?
Don't fucking know.
A cover.
Cover? Really?
Yeah, you just pull it over. It's a bigger form of that.
He's like, man, we just can't have it with this cup. Really? Like, how
Well,
can you not
Apparently we
It's the
can't
fucking
have. We
cover,
can't.
you lazy asshole.
We can't just have it, with cum. It has to be pre. So, continue.
He then started flicking the reel of James's cock, only making more of it flow. That's not how pre works. As it started working its tongue down James's member, the elite ran a finger up its own cock, like in it. It's kind of fucked up. Scooping up some of the pink meridian, lubed on James's virgin asshole. After some time, the combination of getting fingered and receiving a blowjob proved too much for James to handle, and he died. And he soon blew his load into the elite's mouth. James had never spent so much cum. It almost seemed as if his body was completely drained of seminal fluids.
It's so odd.
When does this end? Where do you find this?
Don't ask how I find it, just keep reading.
Oh my god, the last... Yeah.
Alright, continue.
And James over and began.
I think he is. We just can't hear him that well.
He is.
Skype! What are you doing this Skype? I've got my mic set to full. There is nothing here. It's just peeking now. Whatever.
Just hold it to your face.
Okay. I don't have my mic stand with me, but After the elite had sucked up every last drop of semen, it turned James over and began prodding James's asshole with its massive pointed dick. James moaned as the elite pushed further and further, but not in pain, as the elite's thick pre was very slick, making it easy for the full 12 inches to slide in. Starting slow and building to a steady rhythm, the elite pounded James for a good 5 minutes, before James began to get hard again. As the elite continued to hammer James, it also started leaking massive amounts of pre into James's ass. This guy's got a thing for pretty. It's fucking weird. James started feeling a different sensation than one the elite was providing. It almost seemed as if his insides were soaking up the translucent pink juice. It wasn't a bad feeling, just odd.
Alright, continue.
Come back, Aaron! You can't escape! With this, he continued focusing on the pleasure the elite was giving him from behind. When James looked down at his hard-again member, it's a fucking terrible way of writing, but whatever, he realized that it was a bit longer, and also was leaking the same translucent pre that the elite was leaking. He looked further down the bed and saw that his toes were beginning to merge together to form two larger toes, and that his ankles seemed to be disappearing and the joints moving further up his legs. When he looked at his hands, his little finger and ring finger... Okay, I'm gonna skip to the point where it stops being this boring-ass transition thing. The sensation of changing into elite and being fucked by one at the same time normally would have had James shooting cum all over the place. But it seemed as if the elite was stopping James's climax from occurring. Fucking dick. His skin started turning a bluish-grey color, and his neck started to get longer. All of his hair started to fall out. This sounds horrible and not at all erotic. It's like he's dying of cancer while he's getting fucked.
I know.
And his entire head started to change shape. His head got longer by about 3 inches, and his ears receded into his skull, leaving small knobs where they used to be. Then his eyes shifted around to the sides of his head. He's so fucking derpy. Greater range of vision. And where his nose seemed to collapse into itself, making his face shorter. As this...
Oh my god, I understand the process! Jesus fuck!
As this happened, his teeth melted into his gums, and his mouth shut and wouldn't open. After a few seconds of not being able to breathe, he died. His mouth reopened, but it looked as if each corner of the mouth had about a 2-inch gum protruding from it, with 5 fangs on each protrusion.
You've got no idea how much these details are fucking getting me on. It's really good to know how his hands are merging into slightly different hands. It's important.
When these were open all the way, a small upper lip could be seen with fangs on this also. With his head completely transformed, James looked back down at his manhood just in time to see his balls disappear into the area between his cock and his asshole. As this happened, a small slit formed around the base of his now 11.5-inch penis.
Jesus.
At this time, the elite started... No, not Jesus, it's a penis. At this time, the elite started pounding James harder and harder, until finally the elite roared as he shot his seed into James's asshole. The elite's orgasm triggered James's second orgasm, and he could feel his larger balls churning inside of him to produce the pink, thick cum that was being shot all over the sheets. Where the fuck am I? The elite's orgasm lasted for about 2 minutes, a little longer than James's orgasm, and then the elite finally pulled out. A torrent of seed gushed out of James's gaping grey asshole. That's not how you spell grey, is it? Whatever.
That's how you
It took a few... It's got an E! It's fucking bullshit. The story's terrible. 0 out of 10. It took a few minutes for James's erection to slide back into his slit. A few minutes?! Jesus fucking... falls slower than fucking... That's weird. Okay. And as this happened, James drifted into a deep sleep, with the elite sleeping right next to him. When James awoke, he realized that he was standing on a hard floor. Not like the carpeted floor of his room. He looked down at himself, only then remembering what happened last night. Thinking of the events, he started to get a hard-on.
Oh my god, dude.
But something was stopping him from getting one. When he looked around, he realized that he was in the game of Halo on a Covenant battleship.
Something about the whole situation didn't seem right, though. That's the fact you're a fucking game!
As he was wearing any armor like the other elites.
So the other elite, he's in a fucking battleship, naked, and there's a... with armored elites? Is that military protocol?
When he looked straight ahead, he saw a boy with a controller on the other side of the screen, cursing this stupid game for freezing. Right then, James knew exactly what was going on, and that he was going to have a very fun night.
Man.
James
Infinite
continued to
loop.
live forever in his video game world, never again able to see his family, to see his friends, to see his boyfriend at school, to meet his cat, Tiddles, his goldfish, the spatula. All would die without the nourishment that he provided for his family. His father was dying from cancer at the time. The money that he earned through playing piano at the local bars was all that was keeping him strapped up to the machine.
As he was being Clark, transforming into a leech, his father was dying a slow, painful death to that of cancer.
Dot,
Test and Game of the Year, A+, 10 stars, 4 stars.
Hey, Robbie, what's your download at?
Give me a second.
Oh god, that was amazing.
That Indeed He Did was fucking hilarious.
I love the extra.